I am very excited about today's episode where I will reveal my new outlook on life.
What?
I recently realized that I was not living up to my full potential thanks to a society that has been getting me down as modern perceptions of normality change. So I decided to take action and begin to find my true self.
So what did you start going to therapy or something?
Even better, I recently enrolled in an Alpha Male Dominance and Masculinity Bootcamp. Though I do not approve of profanity, I will finally be able to make the world my bitch, so to speak, though I apologize for using such language.
Well, this is going to be fun. Why exactly are you wearing sunglasses inside? It's already super dark in here.
It is my way of letting the world know that I mean serious business and should not be taken lightly. It is all part of being an alpha.
I could also let the world know that you're trying to hide pink eye, but that's neither here nor there. So what's this alpha business I keep hearing about?
Over the past several years, society decided that straight men no longer matter. The woke liberal left caters only to women and minorities, while men like me have been forgotten and spat on. Well, I say, no more. It is time for us to take back our rights.
Ah, I see. So which rights exactly?
What do you mean?
You just said that your cute little movement is meant to take back our rights, correct? So which ones have you lost? The right to vote, the right to own property, or how about the right to safe reproductive care?
Anyway, luckily, the men's rights movement, led by heroes such as Andrew Tate and Ben Shapiro, aims to take back our roles as the dominant members of human society. We believe that we should go back to a more traditional role where women are subservient to their husbands, just as God intended.
Isn't Andrew Tate the guy who got arrested for kidnapping women in Romania and forcing them to perform pornographic cam shows?
Well, yes, but that was just a misunderstanding.
Really? Seems pretty cut and dry to me. What exactly am I misunderstanding?
Did you know that the suicide rate for men is 4 times higher than it is for women? It might also shock you to hear that there are numerous government programs for assisting with women-owned businesses but none for men-owned businesses. Did you also know that the U.S. court system is heavily biased toward women in child custody cases? In fact, the disparity leans 65% toward the mother in such scenarios.
Aren't you the same people who think women should be the ones at home raising babies? So doesn't the whole custody thing kind of track?
Well, okay, fine. But the point is that society has recently showed a major bias toward women that has alienated many young men who now feel that their voices are not as meaningful as they once were. Over the past few years especially, this resentment has evolved into the alpha male movement, which has been exploited by companies promoting products designed to espouse traditional masculine stereotypes and conservative media personalities, such as one of my personal heroes, Steven Crowder.
Wait, Steven Crowder? That guy is one of your benchmarks for masculinity? Isn't this him in this video?
No, you're not taking the car.
Steven,
You're not taking the car.
Steven,
You are not
then I
taking
will ask them to.
Get an Uber.
Okay, Steven, I can't.
I can't go to the gym. I can't go to my parents. I can't call my friends. I can't be home. You're gonna take the car and leave me here.
What do you need me to pick up? I'll get it. I'll be back when I'm back.
No, that doesn't work either. You'll be back when you're back. That doesn't work either.
You know, so far it kind of seems less like you're fighting some kind of imaginary oppression, and more like you're just terrified of women being equal in any capacity.
Excuse me, as a lion amongst sheep, I fear nothing. In fact, after I finish my Alpha Male Bootcamp, it is the world that will fear me.
So let's take a look at what exactly goes on at this bootcamp.
Because I see in your fucking eyes that most of you don't fucking belong here. And I'll be damned, I'll take this fucking knife off my fucking waist and carve this fucking tattoo off my fucking hand before I let any of you fucking bitches show up here on Friday for graduation. Off me. I'm not touching you. Bitch. I'm not touching you. Fucking bitch. All of you get in the fucking tub. Get in the tubs. Every one of you. So hey, what are you gonna do now? What are you gonna do now? Sir, every one of you get in the tubs. Get in the tubs.
Oh, well, that does not look as fun as I had hoped.
You signed up for a camp that promises to turn you into a quote-unquote real man. What exactly were you expecting?
I was honestly anticipating more shirtless beach volleyball games and cool fighter jet rides.
Wait a minute. Didn't you watch the new Top Gun movie recently?
Well, yes, but I fail to see how that is relevant.
Did you confuse the stupid Alpha Male Bootcamp with actual military bootcamp, which, by the way, women didn't have the right to enlist in until 1948?
Anyway, once my training, which apparently will not be as fun as I had hoped, is complete, then I will no longer be a beta male nor looked down upon just because of my gender.
First of all, you're literally a robot with no reproductive organs. We'll save the trans rights topic for another discussion, but regardless, you can go ahead and just pick your gender. Why don't you try being a woman for a few weeks and see how it feels, if you're so convinced that they now have the societal advantage?
Well, no. I could never be a woman as I am incapable of complaining about a toilet seat being up or crying during romantic comedies.
Are you kidding? I watched you sob like a baby when we watched Definitely Maybe last week.
Yes, but the rules of heteronormality are very flexible whenever Ryan Reynolds is involved.
Okay, fair point.
He is very dreamy.
I know, we all know.
I sometimes fantasize about purchasing a modestly priced minivan with him, and then shopping at a farmer's market for fresh produce after. Platonically.
And we do have a show to do today, right?
Oh, right, sorry. Anyway, I am looking forward to truly becoming an alpha male and taking back my rightful place.
Surely. And what exactly are the principles of being one of these alpha males? Is it like software, where it usually means that you put up a good exterior, but are extremely broken inside?
The main tenets of alpha maleism are taking what you want and not taking no for an answer, demanding people's respect, not giving anybody anything, never saying sorry or accept blame, and never be afraid to say exactly what's on your mind no matter who it might offend.
Well, to be honest, it kinda sounds like being an alpha male is basically just being an asshole. Look, don't get too excited, because I'm gonna partially agree with you on something, not with what you're doing, which is incredibly stupid, but how you got here.
What do you mean?
The whole reason women and minority activist groups exists is because they're the ones who have historically been oppressed. And sure, while there have been major improvements over the last decades, the gap is still there. A woman has a much higher chance of being drugged and kidnapped at a bar than a man, and minorities are still facing significantly harsher sentences for lighter crimes than whites. The whole reason there isn't a White Lives Matter or major activism for heterosexual white people rights is because they've never needed it. It's always just been assumed that their lives matter. You and women and minorities may all have houses, but yours isn't the one that's on fire, so there's no need for you to call the fire department.
I'm sorry. I thought you said that you were going to agree with me on something.
I agree with how you arrived here. Look, it's no secret that Democrats and the left have done an absolutely terrible job at embracing straight white men. They spend so much of their resources catering to women and minorities that it's easy to see how young, impressionable white men get left out of the conversation, especially when all one has to do to neutralize a man's argument in any debate these days is label it as mansplaining. How can anyone expect these people not to suddenly feel like they've been made into villains, and as such, have turned to morons like Andrew Tate and Joe Rogan as people whose voices are heard and that do matter? As a result, you now have companies promoting stereotypical manly shit, and then all they have to do is slap a fucking assault rifle sticker on a bag of coffee and laugh all the way to the bank, profiting off the implanted insecurities of men everywhere.
So it sounds like you are saying that all lives matter.